Hey guys, Alyssa Yogiano here. Today we're going to be working on some great yoga stretches that are going to be your go-to stretches before or after your workout. No matter what it is you're doing, a nice full body stretch, and you can absolutely even do this on its own, either in the morning if you know you're going to be working out in the evening, or the evening after your morning workout. No matter what it is, just take that time to strengthen and lengthen the muscles with these stretches, create some mobility so you can be your absolute best at your workouts. As always, take the time to do what feels best for you and your body in this practice, because nobody knows your body better than you. Please enjoy. Okay, yogis and friends, today we're going to get started in our downward facing dog. So what I want you to do to set up is to start by coming into a plank pose, just to get your foundation really nice. So you're long and flat as a board, press into your hands kind of around the upper back, and then keeping your hands and your feet just where they are, just send the hips high. Melting into the shoulders, so broadening and strengthening the shoulders, strengthening the back, and also stretching through the backs of the legs. Melt your chest and your heart towards your thighs, and then gaze between the legs, chin comes to chest. Take a few deep breaths here, allowing your shoulders to broaden, allowing your back to get a nice full stretch as long as the backs of the legs are also stretching. Kind of pedal out the feet here a little, melting into the right leg, stretching through the right leg. And using your breath with your movement. So exhaling, letting left heel melt towards the mat. Inhaling to center. And then just melt your entire upper body a little closer to your thighs, lifting the hips high. Shake out your head yes and no, side to side, up and down. Make sure we're not holding in the neck here. Pull belly button to spine to keep core engaged. And then we're going to take a plank wave. Come up high on the toes, inhale. And on your exhale, nice and slowly, no need to rush. Just wave it all the way forward, coming back towards that high plank. One vertebra at a time, really rounding through the upper back. Inhale to hold. Then exhale, send the hips low. Keep your legs floating, tops of the feet come into the mat, upward facing dog. Hands and feet are the only things in the mat, everything else lifts. Draw your shoulder blades down the back, lift your heart. Stretching the spine, the wrists, strengthening the arms, strengthening the wrists. Take a big inhale, lift. Exhale, up and over your toes, downward facing dog. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, sigh it out. One more breath in. Breath out. Another round plank wave. Inhale, high in the toes. Exhale, nice and slowly wave it forward. Inhale, hold in your plank when you arrive. Exhale, slowly drawing the heart forward, draw the hips down, tops of the feet come in the mat, drawing the chest up, noticing the nice stretch in the abs too this time. Big inhale. Exhale, hips lead up and back, downward facing dog. Big breath in, big breath out. Fold that upper body towards your thighs, stretch the legs, stretch the shoulders. One more. Up on the toes, wave it forward. Hold when you arrive. Slowly, heart leads forward, hips lead down, downward, upward facing dog. Press into the hands, press into the feet. Exhale, hips lead up and back. And this time, gaze on forward at your hands, and then slowly heel toe your way to the top of the mat. So getting a nice stretch to the backs of the legs with that nice slow walk. Forward fold and you arrive. Allow your hips to really just hinge forward. Shake out the head yes and no once more. Maybe grab opposite elbows. A little sway, side to side. Let that breath move through you. Gently release that bind. Bring your hands to your shins. Inhale to a flat back, halfway lift. Draw your belly button up and into your spine. Draw shoulders away from the ears. Lengthen through the crown of the head and through the hips. Little micro bend in the knees. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Lengthen through the spine, exhale, fold. Inhale, generous bend in the knees. Tuck your chin and super slowly roll up the spine until you come all the way up to stand. Hands come by your sides, palms face out, relax the shoulders. Take a moment here. Big breath in. Sigh it out. Just releasing anything you don't want to hold on to for the day. Inhale, sweep the arms up high. Exhale, hands to heart. Get strong in your right leg as your foundation. Grip the mat with your toes. Pull up on your right kneecap. And we're just gently going to step the left foot towards the back of the mat, creating warrior 2 feet. So your left toes are slightly turned in. Your back arch is aligned with your front heel. Make sure that when you reach your arms out wide, it's kind of like your ankles are just beneath your wrists. Then take a big inhale to straighten that front leg, coming towards triangle pose. So this pose really stretches in the hips, helping with mobility. It's said to help with hip hinge movements, especially deadlifts, by creating that greater mobility. Reach your arms out over, a little micro bend in that front knee, and then lengthen the right arm over the right leg as much as you possibly can. When you can't go any further, slowly start to lower that right hand down. Maybe you find your ankle, your shin, maybe you float the hand. If that's a lot, you can also find either a yoga block or a book and place your right hand down there. Gaze up over left fingers. Keep your core strong and engaged. 5 breaths, stretching through those hips. Maybe take a peek down. Make sure your chest is tracking right over that right leg, so you're not flying too far forward or too far back. Right in line. Take one more big inhale. Exhale, use that top hand to draw you all the way up to stand. Hands find hips. Turn the right toes in, left toes out. Take a moment, just bend into that left knee. Track it over the left ankle. Reach your arms out long, inhale. Exhale, straighten the left leg, pause here. Check in once more. Left heel aligned with right arch. Reach your arms out long, relax the shoulders away from the ears. No stress, no tension. Gaze over the left fingers, and then hinging from the hips, your front hip comes in, your back hip reaches out. Lengthen that left arm as far over the left leg as you can, and when you can't go any further, gently lower, stacking your shoulders on top of one another. Taking left hand, ankle, shin, the mat, or a block. Keep lengthening the crown of your head forward, reaching straight up from your shoulder socket. Spread your right fingers wide. About 3 more breaths. Keep that core strong and engaged. Every inhale, think about lengthening the crown of your head forward towards the front of the room, keeping both of your ribs really long. Every exhale, just allowing yourself to release whatever isn't serving you. One more big in-breath. Exhale, draw it all the way up to center. Bring your hands to your hips. Both toes come out this time. And then gently hinge from the hips. Come down to a forward fold, but then track right knee over right ankle. Take your left hand outside of the right foot and then reach your right arm up, gently twisting with these nice lateral lunges. Nice deep stretch for the inner thighs. Also opening the shoulders, inhale. Exhale, press through the right heel to engage your glutes. Lift off, come through center, inhale. Exhale, gently twisting to the other direction, right hand outside the left foot. Reach your left arm open, opening your heart and your shoulders. And 2 more on each side. Inhale through center. Exhale, twist. Moving a little bit more with pace and rhythm now. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale, twist. Look up to the top of the mat over the right toes. And we're just gonna walk our hands all the way up. Frame the front foot. Step it back, high plank. Exhale, hips lead up and back, downward facing dog. Take a few breaths here. Pressing into all parts of the hands. Scoop your triceps in, lift the hips, fold your upper body towards your thighs. Inhale. Exhale, sigh it out. Inhale, slowly roll forward, but this time, as you come to roll forward, start to lower the knees down, coming towards tabletop pose. Nicely done. Coming towards another hip stretch, we're coming towards cow face pose. So, we're gonna start with this left leg, and we're gonna take the left foot to the long edge of the right mat, so we're gonna need to lift the right leg. And then we're gonna take the right leg, scoop it up, and over on top of the left leg. From here, start to sit your way back. If your hips are really tight, you might want to sit on a block or a stack of books or a pillow. But if your hips are a little bit more open, you can sit all the way down onto the mat. If you're feeling really open, start to wiggle your feet so they come wide as the mat. I'll face you for this. Ever so gracefully, scooting my way forward. So your knees are stacking one on top of the other. Feet are either close to you if they're a little tighter, open up a little bit more. And remember, if your hips are a little tighter, sitting up, stacking the hips on top of a block, books, pillow. Take your thumbs, press down into the hip creases to lengthen through the spine, really rooting down into the posture. Left leg is on top of right, so sweep your right arm up, inhale. And then release that hand behind, in between the shoulder blades or the neck. Keep your gaze up and take the left hand to the right elbow and gently stretch into that tricep. Take a few breaths here. Maybe slowly hinging forward, deepening that hip stretch while keeping that tricep stretch active. Inhale up, release the arms, kind of wiggle them all the way down. Nice job. And then we're just slowly gonna press up off the mat. And I'm gonna turn this way once more. Coming back towards your tabletop pose. Lift the right leg, shake out the hips a little, let that go. And then this time we're gonna kickstand right foot off the long edge of the left mat. Take the left knee up and over, so stacking our knees. Option for that little boost here, pillow block, if you just so happen to have yoga blocks laying around. And then checking in once more, stacking your knees, maybe opening up those feet a little bit wider. Thumbs find hip creases, gently press down, stretching these hips. Reach the arms up high. This time left hand reaches back, right hand finds the left elbow and gently stretch through that tricep. If you want to deepen the hip stretch a little bit more, just gently keeping your sits bones down into the mat, lean it forward. Inhale all the way up. Once more, unravel the arms, shake them out, let it go. This time, just gently lean back into your hands, unravel the legs, and give them a little windshield wiper side to side, just to release the hips. And then, the best of all, just gently come to lay all the way down. Coming into our supine twist. So stretching our spine, our abdominals, opening shoulders. A really nice way to end your stretch and practice. Draw your right knee into your chest. Keep your left toes flexed and active. And then keeping your left hand on your right shin, take the right arm long out by your side. And using left hand, draw right knee across your body. Keep your shoulders plugging into the mat. Gaze over right fingertips. If your knee doesn't quite reach the ground on the other side, that's okay. It's more important to keep shoulders plugging down. Take about 5 breaths here. Maybe start to let your gaze soften or your eyes close. And then inhale. The right knee to center. Send it long. Hug the left knee in. Big squeeze. And then holding the left leg, this time with the right hand. Send your left arm long, gaze over left fingertips, and draw that leg across the body. One more full breath in. Full breath out. Draw that knee to center. Arms come long, little windshield wiper side to side. Hug your knees into your chest, give yourself a little hug. Maybe a little rock side to side to massage the spine. And then 2 circles in each direction with the knees for the lower back and the lower abdominal wall. You can give yourself a little rock and roll up to sit. And then ending practice today, hands at heart center, a little bow in your head, finding gratitude for yourself, for all that you do each day, and for taking the time to care for you and your well-being. I thank you so much for joining me today. Together we bow and say, Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you enjoyed, please subscribe to my channel in order to stay tuned for more free yoga so I can keep uploading these videos here on my YouTube channel. And also maybe leave a comment below and let me know what you think and other types of classes you might want to see in the future. See you soon, yogis.